All right, hello everybody. Welcome to your yoga sculpt. I'm Sarah. A little business note just right at the beginning. Class for next week is not going to be live. We'll have a pre-recorded class still available as you find all your classes, but just know that. We are going to begin today actually standing up. You can just find yourself kind of in the center of your mat or your space. And just start by getting those feet underneath your hips. So a little separated, standing nice and tall. Take a couple easy shoulder rolls, up and back out of your ears. And then just let those arms hang down at your side. You can start by just dropping your chin to your chest. You kind of let your head rock a little side to side, or you can take a couple easy circles. And if you're circling, just go the other way, kind of checking in with how we're feeling, where we're at. Just standing nice and tall, pressing down through both feet. And we'll just inhale, reach those fingertips up high towards your ceiling. Take a side stretch to your right, up and over. Keep pressing down through the feet. Nice big inhale, standing tall. Take it to your left. Again, side stretch. And inhale, back up. This time, interlace your palms and press your hands forward. And then start to get a little curve in your back. Begin to bend your knee. You think of it almost like your cat back when you're tabletop. And then inhale, press your palms, stretch your legs, maybe look up, little back bend. Exhale again, curve your spine, bend your knees, press those hands away. We're gonna take that 3 more times. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, curve. Inhale, standing tall. Exhale, curve. 1 more time. Inhale, stand tall. And exhale, curve. Inhale, standing tall. Release those hands and take a forward fold, coming down. Take those feet even further apart. And open twist, sending your right hand towards the ceiling. Maybe you take in some wrist circles. Add in big arm circles. Go the other way. Then we'll release, switching it out. Open that left hand. Again, maybe roll the wrists. Add in arm circles. Go the other way. Bring both hands back down. Step your feet back, finding a high plank. Think almost like you're standing tall, so charging through your heels, pull the low belly, and a little softness in the elbows. Start to take a rock forward and back, firing up the core. Keep that long spine, so rather than head dropping, keep it in line. Breathe here for 3. We're gonna come all the way down to our bellies in 2. And 1, everything comes together all the way down. From here, Sphinx pose. So slide your elbows underneath your shoulders and spread all 10 fingers wide. Start to puff your chest up, looking forward. And then from here, we're going to take it into a little cat back. So drop your chin to your chest and try to lift your hip bones off the ground. Contract the abdominals. And then start to roll back down 1 vertebrae at a time, lifting chin, chest. Again, head gets heavy. Lift those hip bones off the floor, curve your spine. And rolling back down. 2 more. Chin to chest, hip bones lift, curve. And roll back down. And last one, chin to chest, hip bones lift and curve. And rolling back down. We'll release our torso. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press up into your tabletop. Take a moment here if you want to take a little shifting. Maybe full cat and cow, or even kind of circle around. Maybe add in tucking your toes. And then ease your way back to your tabletop. From here, we're just gonna step those left toes long behind us. Begin to float that left leg, and then just bend your knee, draw your heel towards your hip. Actively squeeze your heel towards your hip, so feel that hamstring engage. Keep the knee bent, and then just draw your knee towards your chest. And then again, lift that foot back up. Keep squeezing, heel to your chest. Squeeze it in. And send that foot back up. Again, draw the knee in. Press that foot up. Again, curl it in. Press up, 2 more. Curl it in. And up, 1 more. Curve in. And up. Keep squeezing that heel to your hip. Just lower that knee, hovering off the floor. And now lift it out to the side. Back down. Lift and lower. Up and down for 4. 3, we're gonna switch our legs in 2. 1, lower that left leg. Now step the right toes back. Lengthen your leg, float the heel first, then start to bend your knee. Squeeze your heel towards your hip. Actively squeezing, find that hamstring engagement. Keep the knee bent, just draw your knee up towards your chest. Lifting back up. Keep squeezing, knee to chest. Float that foot back up. Again, squeeze it in. And lift. 2 more. Draw it in. And press up. Last one. Squeeze to your chest. And up. Now holding that heel to your hip. Lower that knee back down, hovering off the floor. Lift out to the side and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 4 more, up and down. 3, down. 2, down. 1, and lower it all the way. We'll tuck our toes, take that weight to both hands and feet, down dog. Stretch out those hamstrings. Maybe adding a little shift side to side. Pedal through the feet. Alternate the heels. And we'll just start to float that right leg up. You can bend your knee, drop your heel to your hip here, maybe roll the ankle. Start to warm up that hip a little more, take some circles. Go the opposite way. We'll stretch that right leg out and up. Now draw your knee to your nose. Come through to a low lunge. Charge through that back heel. Open twist, right hand. And release. Switch it out. Open the left arm up. And release. We're going to quarter turn hands and feet to a wide forward fold. Hands to our low back. If you want to interlace palms, take a chest expansion. Any amount of bend in our knees. Bringing hands to our low back, sliding down the legs and turn to your left foot. Facing the back of your mat in space, find your low lunge. And open twist your left arm. Release it down, switch, open the right arm. And release. Now from here, step back to your down dog. Still facing the back of your space. Take a moment again, maybe pedal through your feet. Alternate your knees. When you're ready, send that left leg up. You can bend your knee here, roll the ankle. Yeah, maybe take some hip circles. Go the other way, or bend and straighten your knee. We'll stretch that left leg, draw the knee to nose, come back to your low lunge. This time a crescent moon knee all the way down. Fingertips can reach towards your ceiling. Release the hands, quarter turn back to your wide forward fold. Hands to low back or take that chest expansion. Bring those hands back down. Turn to your right foot. Back to our original front. Again, crescent moon, knee down, fingertips can reach up to the ceiling. And release, step back to your down dog, both hips high. Coming into our tabletop, releasing down to our shins. Step the left toes back, float that left leg, hold that left leg, take an inhale. Exhale, start to bend your elbows like a tricep push-up. Bring your chest and chin towards the ground. Inhale, press straight back up, keep that leg long. Exhale, lower, 3 more. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower, last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Hold that left leg, tap your toes down. Lift and lower. Up and down. 4, 6, 5. Tabletop in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that left knee and step the right toes back. Switching it out. Float that right leg. Keep it long. Hug your elbows in as you exhale. Lowering chin and chest. Triceps. Press back up. Keep the leg lifted. Lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Again. Down and up. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Hold that right leg. Tap your toes down. Lift and lower. Straight up and down. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3. Back to tabletop and 2. 1, bend that right knee in from here, tuck both toes, send those hips up, stretching into down dog. We'll inhale our right leg high, draw that knee to nose, tap back, step through, low lunge. Grabbing your weights, come up to your high crescent lunge. Now we're gonna sweep those fingertips and our weights back, reach out long. Inhale, send those arms back up, lift your chest like a pendulum swing. Slowly reach your weights back. Inhale, coming up, full extension. Arms come back, lean forward. And up, 1 more. Sweep them down and back. And up. Bending our elbows, we're gonna bicep curl. Reach your hands down, weights down. Bend your elbows, bend your knee. Press up, down, and up. We're here, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring just your weights back down. Come back up, just your hands, warrior 2. Open those right knees and toes. From here, we're gonna bring our hands to our hips. We're just gonna start to lean forward and come right back up. Think of using your abdominals, leaning forward, straight up, coming down and up. Hold the legs strong, down and up. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this time reach your arms out wide, extending side angle, reaching forward and down. Top arm, maybe stretch that arm towards your ear. Gently continue to press that right knee open. Stretching both legs, come up, reverse triangle, reaching tall. Carry all our hands to our front foot. Step up, forward fold, top of our mat in space. Bending your knees, grab your weights. Inhale, chair. Right, from here, we're gonna start to bring those arms down. Keep your knees bent. We're just gonna fly those arms open and closed. Open, close. Keep those knees bent. Out and in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now draw those legs in. Bring your left knee to your chest. Stand tall, finding a little balance. All right, we're from here, we're just gonna hold those weights. We're gonna try to kick that left leg back and bring it up. Kick it back and up. Those weights add a little bit of stability in the core, down and up. Kick it back, squeeze it in. 4, 5, 4, 3, weight is strong in that great leg. 2, and 1. Come back up, both feet down. Some of those knees, weights down, step back to your high plank. From here, squeeze right knee to your chest, step it back, switch left and back, alternating knees to your chest. Press through your heels. We're here for 5, 4, down dog in 3, 2, 1, down dog, full breath. When you're ready, send your left leg high. Draw that knee to nose, low lunge. Grab those weights, firm up the legs, high crescent lunge. Arms slowly swing down and back, chest forward. Pendulum, swing those arms, lift your chest. Again, slow reach back. Bring them up. 3 more, reaching back. Swing it up. And back. And up. 1 more, swinging back. And up, just draw your elbows in. Reach those weights down, bicep curl, bend that back knee. And up, down, up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those weights forward and down. Just your hands, come back up. High crescent lunge, warrior 2. Open those left knees and toes. Holding those legs strong, bring hands to our hips. Again, just our core. We're gonna lean to the side, come up, lean down, and up. Holding ourselves, down and up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now holding those arms out, extend to side angle. Same thing, reach forward and down. Top arm straight up or bicep to the ear. Gently look towards that left knee, pressing it open. We'll begin to stretch both legs, reverse triangle, reaching high. Hands cartwheel, front foot, low lunge, bring your feet together. Top of your mat in space. Bending both knees, take those weights, finding our chair. Knees bent, chest coming forward, wingspan those arms, out and in. Open and close. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw those weights in, stand tall, bring your right knee to your chest, finding that balance. Hold those weights, we're gonna kick that right foot back. Squeeze your knee to your chest, kicking back. Come up, kick, and up. 4, 4, 3, hold steady, 4, 2, and 1. Bring both feet down, soften those knees, weights down, step back to your high plank. Again, start left knee to your chest. Step, right, step. Alternating knees, long line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank, down dog, full breath. Inhale our right leg high. Knee to nose, low lunge. Grab those weights, come up, high crescent lunge. This time, send those fingertips and weights down and back. We're gonna hold here and just pulse your triceps. Hold those weights, chest forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those weights in, lift your chest. Arms, weights reach down, bicep curls and that back knee. Up, down, and up. Last time through this side. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw those weights in, reach them down, just the hands, come back up, warrior 2. This time, straighten your right knee. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Press your hips down and back, slight bend in your right knee. We're gonna lean forward, come back up. Reaching over and up. Same thing in your abdominals, sides of the body. Reach and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this time, open your arms out. Keep that right knee a little soft. Reach forward, bend down. Take that triangle this time. Again, top arm can come towards your ear. Lifting up, press into both feet. Reverse triangle, stretch tall. Hands cartwheel, front foot, low lunge. Bring your feet together, top of your mat in space. Bending both knees, grab those weights. Take your chair. This time we're gonna instead open our arms out to a goalpost. Keep your knees bent and just draw in and open. Now an option. In, open and in. Keep going for 4, 3, bring that left knee up in 2, 1, draw those elbows in, stand tall, bring your left knee to your chest. We're gonna take that kick back one more time, kicking back, squeeze it up, back, try to hold yourself on that right leg, use those weights, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring that left foot back in, weights down, step back to your high planks. Holding in our high plank. This time we're going to take toe taps out to the side, out, and in. Keep everything else. Toe taps, 8, 7, 6, 5, down dog in, 4, 3, 2, 1, high plank, down dog. Left leg reaching high. Draw that knee to nose, low lunge. Grabbing our weights, come up to our crescent lunge. Airplane the arms, reach those hands, weights back. Pulsing in your triceps. Hold the legs strong. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms in. Chest is tall, arms reach down, bicep curls and that back knee. Down and up, 4, 8, last time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing tall, bring those weights back down, just the arms reach up. Warrior 2, open up. From here, we'll straighten that left knee, little softness, kick that right hip and heel back, let your hips drop and open, arms up towards the ceiling, reaching over and up. Using the sides of the body, obliques, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now reach those arms out to your T. Keep those hips reaching back to the right, forward and down. Triangle, arm up, bicep to the ear. Pressing into both feet, lift up, reverse triangle. Hands cartwheel, front foot, low lunge. Feet together, top of your mat in space. Bending both knees, grabbing those weights. Last time, knees bent, chair. Bring your arms out to a goalpost. Close and open. Keep that weight in your heels. In and out. Here for 6, 5, 4, right knee comes up in 3, 2, 1. Draw those arms in, reach that right knee to your chest, stand tall. Kick back one more time on that right leg. Kick it back, squeeze up, out, and in. Holding steady for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that right foot down, weights down, step back to your high plank. Last time through, toe taps out and in, switching your legs. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank, down dog. All right, from our high planks, we'll come down to our tabletop. We're going to take a little thread the needle, a little twist, kind of finding a little cooling down here. So open that right hand towards the ceiling. And then threading the needle down to our right ear and shoulder. Feel free to walk that left hand out in front. If you want to open that hand towards the ceiling, rest onto your low back half bind. We'll stay in this twist about 5 breaths. So give yourself a little bit of time here. Maybe switch those arms if you need to. Again, keep that hand, left hand down. Reach it forward, reach it up. Half bind. And then bring that left hand back down underneath our shoulder, unwinding the right arm to open. And finding our tabletop, we're going to switch out. So opening that left hand high. Again, down to that left ear and shoulder. From here, you can walk right hand forward again, reach out. Maybe start to open that hand towards the ceiling. Or resting onto your low back half bind. Again, taking about 5 breaths here. Give yourself a little bit of time to do what you need in that right hand. Bring that right hand back underneath our shoulder. We'll open that left arm. And finding our tabletop. From here, we'll just sink our hips to our heels. Swing the legs off to one side. We'll bring them out in front. You can kind of scoop towards the top of your mat in space. All right, so those feet are planted about hip width distance apart. We're going to turn and rotate our fingers in towards our hips. So your first option is we start to press our feet into the ground to find an inverted tabletop. So we'll start to lift our chest up towards the ceiling, lifting your hips. Now, if you feel any tenderness in the shoulders or the wrists, feel free to take a variation of being hips back onto the floor, and you can just bend your elbows and come back up. So you're taking a little tricep dip. Really think of hugging your elbows in and shoulders out of your ears. Otherwise, you can have your hips high, and instead of taking your dips there, you can rock forward and back. Think of going past your wrists in both directions and keeping your hips off the floor. Or again, keep those hips down and take those tricep dips here, depending on how wrists or shoulders feel. Keep breathing, maybe even alternate between the two. Might feel a little bit different. We're here for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, coming back down in 2, and 1. Bring those hips down, start to sit yourself back up. Maybe just take a moment, kind of swing those arms, cross and unwind, kind of alternate which elbow and arm comes on top. All right, so now we'll reach those hands forward. Option to interlace your palms if that helps. We're gonna squeeze the legs together and start to lean back. Maybe even come up to your toes or come to your heels. Let your arms go to the right, let your feet and legs fall to the left. Come back to the center. Alternate, switch, center. You're continuing to stay leaning back, but alternate the direction of the arms and the legs. Option if you want to take it even further, float your feet. Alternating one direction. Then you switch, keeping inner thighs squeezing to each other. For 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1. Holding here up in your boat pose. So toes are down, trying to float. Reach those arms forward. Option to take a little extension. Squeeze it in. Extend. Pull in or hold right where you were. 4, 5, 4, 3. We're just going to take a seat in 2. And 1. Come up, taking a seat, bound angle pose. Soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Let those hip flexors release, maybe a little rock side to side. And then you can begin to fold over the legs. And we'll slowly start to sit ourselves up. We're going to extend that right leg out to the side. Tuck that left foot to the inside of your thigh. Reaching our left arm up, right hand can be on top, in front, or behind. Take an easy side stretch up and over. Feel free to change your focus, look down or look up. And then come up maybe about halfway. So you can use your hand on the floor to kind of lift yourself back up, almost to straight, but not quite. See if maybe you can relax your shoulder, maybe even bend that top elbow. And we'll just kind of ease our way up to turn to frame that right leg. Feel free to adjust where it is. And hamstring stretch, holding nose to knee. And we'll start to sit ourselves up, plant that left hand behind us, reach that right arm high. We're going to kind of press our hips forward, come to that right foot, hips forward, reaching up and back and open. Maybe you take a couple big arm circles through that right hand, right side. Keeping go the opposite way. And then we'll release it back down and switching our legs out. Left leg out, tuck that right foot in. Left hand down, right arm high. Then you can choose where that left arm lays as we side stretch. Breathe again, change your focus. And rather than kind of forcing us to stay over, lift yourself up, use that hand in the floor to kind of lift back up almost straight or about halfway. Relax that right shoulder, maybe even let your elbow bend. Just open the chest a little more. And then we'll come up and turn to frame the left leg as we fold, hamstring stretch, nose to knee. We need to sit ourselves up, plant that right hand behind us, left arm reaching high. We'll press the hips forward, planting that left foot down. As you reach up and back again, if you want to take a couple arm circles, go one way. And then try to go the opposite way. And we'll lower those hips back down, stretching our legs out in front. Fingertips reach forward and start to roll down. Try to take it one vertebrae at a time. Once we arrive on our back, just slide those feet in towards our hips. And planting our feet, we're going to roll up into our bridge, curling up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, and roll back down. We're going to take that 4 more times. Rolling up, engage the glutes, and roll back down. 3 more, lifting up. Roll back down, 2 more, lifting up. Roll down, 1 more time, pressing up. And rolling back down, draw the knees into our chest. Maybe get a little rock side to side, you can kind of take some circles. And we'll replant our feet back down to the ground. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, finding a figure 4. Option to start to draw your knees in towards your chest. If you want to get an additional hamstring stretch, maybe even extend that left heel. Draw the legs close. We'll rebend our left knee, plant that left foot down. Cross our right knee over our left, or you can hug your right knee back to your chest, and then take the legs across the body, falling to the left side, let your arms open out, maybe a T or goal pose. Use an exhale to bring one leg at a time back to the center. We'll plant our right foot to the ground, cross the left knee over, cross the left ankle over first. Then if you want to draw the legs in for a figure 4, squeezing knees to our chest. And wherever we are, maybe it feels better to add in that hamstring stretch, extending right heel up. And we'll rebend our right knee, plant the foot. You can cross your left knee over or hug the left knee back to your chest and then guide the legs across to fall to the right. Taking our twist, arms wide. And use an exhale to bring one leg at a time back to the center. And as you hug both knees in, you can either roll off to one side or take a little rock forward and back the length of your spine. We're going to find our way up into our crouching curls. So kind of plant those feet, heels lifted, like a little ball, chin to our chest, shoulders out of the ears. Keeping our head nice and heavy, neck relaxed. Start to stretch out those legs so our heels touch the ground. Maybe take those feet even further apart. Feel free to grab your elbows or interlace hands behind your head. You get a last little movement here. You can sway side to side, alternate your knees. Maybe a little nod of your head, yes. Shake it, no. Just bring those hands back down towards the floor. You can walk your feet in closer, right underneath your hips. Keep that head heavy, softening our knees. And just start to slowly roll up and even walk your hands up the legs, stacking your vertebrae. Head is the last thing to arrive. And from where you are, roll the shoulders down and back out of your ears. And from here, just roll those hands and arms to a couple big arm circles. Maybe you start to lift your chin and chest. And then find your hands at your low back, side by side, or you can stack one palm in front of the other. Gently engage your glutes, almost like your hips are pressing forward, like your bridge pose, and just lifting your chin and chest up and open. If that feels too much, then just stand straight up and down. Maybe close your eyes. Give yourself 3 big breaths here, standing tall, wide, and open. If you are kind of leaning back in your back bend, slowly straighten yourself up. Just let your hands slide back down, arms at your sides. All right. Nice work, everybody. Feel yourself nice and tall, solid, and strong. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, next week, no live class, but we will have a class recorded for you. Stay cool, stay well, and we'll see you later.